Welcome to NeoEnglish, the podcast where you learn English for real conversations. Fast. Today, we're talking about an important news story. Bird flu has been found in Montgomery County, Maryland.
That's right. Bird flu, or avian influenza, is a virus that affects birds. In this case, officials found it in backyard chickens. That means chickens kept at home, not on big farms.
Right. And the type of bird flu in this case is called H5N1. It spreads easily among birds and has been found in different places: Maryland, Virginia, and Delaware.
Yes, officials say there have been 11 outbreaks. Now, an outbreak means that a disease is spreading in a certain area. For example, if many people in a school get the flu at the same time, that is an outbreak. Another example is when there's an outbreak of food poisoning in a restaurant because many people eat contaminated food.
Good explanation. So, this bird flu outbreak is serious because it spreads fast. When birds get sick, the virus can move to other birds quickly, especially in places where birds live close together.
And here's the scary part. Sometimes, bird flu can spread to humans. Though it's rare, people who work closely with birds, like farmers, must be very careful.
Exactly. That's why officials take strong action when they find the flu in birds. They test birds, they ask farmers and backyard owners to check their flocks, and they sometimes have to remove infected birds to stop the spread.
That reminds me, highly contagious is another important phrase. That means something spreads very easily. The flu, both bird flu and human flu, is highly contagious.
Here's another example. If one child in a classroom has chickenpox and other children get it too, then chickenpox is highly contagious. Another example. If someone with a cold sneezes near you, the virus can spread. That's why we cover our mouths when we sneeze.
Good point. Now, you also mentioned officials. Officials are people who work for the government or an organization and make important decisions. A police officer, a mayor, or a health inspector. These are all officials.
Yes. So, in this news story, health officials are making sure the bird flu doesn't spread too much.
And they test birds. Test positive means a test shows that someone, or in this case, a bird, has a virus. If you take a COVID-19 test and the result says you have the virus, that means you tested positive.
Right. But if you take a test and it says you don't have the virus, you test negative. It's good to test negative for diseases.
Unfortunately for these chickens, they tested positive for bird flu. That's why officials are taking action.
Now, let's go over some words we learned today.
Yes. First, we learned outbreak. When a disease spreads in a certain area, like a flu outbreak in a school.
Then we talked about highly contagious, something that spreads easily, like the flu or chickenpox.
Officials are people who work for the government or an organization to make decisions, like health officials who control disease outbreaks.
And finally, test positive means a test shows you have a virus, while test negative means you don't.
Great job today. Thank you for listening to NeoEnglish.
Keep practicing and have a great day.